little Lotus is very spectacular.
And the gap between, I just want to come back to the AC Cobra number 1, that's 15.5 seconds down on Jeremy Cossingham in the 73 E-Type, and it's chase after 3rd place, so still watch out for number 1 AC Cobra, and certainly you can hear it.
We're into the last 10 minutes and Ollie Bryant is getting closer and closer and closer to Simon Hadfield. They're virtually nose to tail at Lavant, and on the straight the Aston has the power, but wait to see at the end whether Ollie can get close enough to outbrake the Aston when they get down there to the Super Shell building. Lap 31. The Aston Scarpa's in a straight line, that's for sure. But he's going to lose a chunk of that when they come down into Woodcote. And Bryant keeps the car beautifully balanced as they come to the chicane. Little Lotus in behind the Aston Martin. It's all about exit speeds here. The Aston has the grunt. It lifts the front wheel. The Lotus is right behind and stays there. And is he going to get in the tow? Have a look on the inside up towards Madgwick Corner. He's not quite close enough. 0.769 between the two of them.
Well, this is absolutely excellent racing, and this is one of the glories of Goodwood. It's having cars of differing performances and seeing where around the lap they can make their move, and certainly looking at how handy Ollie Bryant was going into and through the chicane. But then sadly we saw the Aston Martin, well sadly from Bryant's point of view, just pulling away as he went down towards Madgwick. So he's got to think how to push him even harder. They're coming up towards me at St Mary's. There's only 2 car lengths between them, but faster out of the corner, going for the outside line as they come up towards Lavant was Ollie Bryant. Now he's trying the inside line. He just doesn't have the grunt.
No, if he does get through, the Aston should grunt its way through.
The
Aston's used its tyres, hasn't it? The Aston slid there and through on the inside of Lavant Corner on
wait for the power to come back. The Aston Martin's back ahead again.
Absolutely amazing.
I've no complaints about watching this for another 8 minutes.
Little spit of flame from the exhaust on the overrun from the Aston Martin. And this is historic motorsport at its very best.
Up to the chicane again. Now the Aston can get the power down, but will it survive in front at Madgwick? Stretches its legs a little bit.
0.631. Absolutely nothing in it.
The Aston just can't get its power down so soon. Doesn't have the balance out of the chicane, but then once the power comes on, just seems to have enough in hand. Simon Hadfield holding off Ollie Bryant, 3 ahead of 79. Looking back to what's happening behind them, still 73, the Cossingham E-Type is in 3rd place. Last time around it was about 9 seconds clear of Pat Blakeney-Edwards in the AC Cobra. Number 1, now 4.8 seconds. Just under 7 minutes remaining.
Bryant attacks there, coming through the kink. Is he going to run wide?
No, he's right. They're almost on exactly the same line. He's 1.5 car lengths behind as they come up there. They've got a little Lotus Elite. Oh, will that help? Bryant, it won't. It hasn't arrived soon enough to the corner. But no. This is the point at Lavant at which Simon Hadfield started to go wide. He's done so again.
Yes.
So here we have not quite the change of lead, but side by side, the Lotus and the Aston Martin gets the power down once more to pull clear. But Joe Twyman having a laugh in the pits. He wants his car with Ollie Bryant, the Lotus breadvan, to get to the front, and you could say that Ollie Bryant is trying absolutely everything to make it happen.
Yeah, but somehow he's managed to lose out a little bit that time. He had an elite between himself and the race leader. Brilliantly judged by Bryant down the inside there.
Wasn't it just? Had to adjust his line, and the Ferrari breadvan has gone back to 6th place. Adrian Wilmot's moved the number 5 Aston Martin past it, lapping 9 seconds a lap faster, so he got past about a lap ago.
I wonder how the Blakeney-Edwards Cossingham battle's going, Bruce.
Hard to tell in the dark now. It really has fallen fast. It was 4.8 seconds on the start-finish line last time, and
that was a 5-second gain for the Cobra.
I'm looking for it. Well, they've gone past me because I've got the Ferrari breadvan coming past me, which is now down in 6th place. So it'll be up towards the end of the lap. You will find the 73 E-Type and the number 1 AC Cobra, but still the battle for the lead rages with just over 5 minutes to go, with Simon Hadfield, who's sliding more and more in the number 3 Aston Martin, and Ollie Bryant in the little 79 Lotus breadvan trying all sorts of lines as he comes past me at the back of the circuit, but still Simon Hadfield uses all those years of racing experience to just keep himself in front.
Yeah, it's here on this second part of the apex where the little Lotus can dive up the inside as the Aston slides. He wasn't quite that close that time, and again the Aston gets the power down. There's another Lotus Elite to negotiate. I think that's
Daddy-O with
the one light.
Half a light.
One candle power.
The answer to your question, Chris, how far behind on the start-finish line is the number one AC Cobra?
Wow.
Nothing. So by the time they come to me, I expect there to have been a change of order for third place.
But we can't leave this battle on the screen.
Oh, and they're behind a slower car coming into the chicane. The Aston dives up the inside, and the Alfa Romeo just lurched out of the way. Saw Hadfield coming, and well, that might be the deciding moment.